Hello, everybody. My name is Jeffrey the Sun.
Hello, I'm Dr. Lane.
I'm Bob.
And I'm Sally Sue.
Today we're going to talk to you about light
Dependent
Reaction.
Of photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis.
Let's begin with the anatomy of the plant. This is the plant.
Let's take a closer look at the plant. By zooming in, you can actually see the plant, the cell.
This is the cell.
The cell is composed of many organelles, but today we're going to focus on the chloroplast because that's where the photosynthesis takes place.
There are about 15 to 20 chloroplasts in the plant cell.
This is the chloroplast. When we zoom in more, this would be the chloroplast. Inside the chloroplast is a liquid, similar to cytoplasm, called the stroma.
And floating around in the stroma are stacks of thylakoids.
Stacks of thylakoids.
Inside the thylakoid membrane is another liquid called lumen.
This orange stuff is a lumen. The stacks of thylakoids are sometimes referred to as grana or grana. Now we're going to take a closer look, even a closer look at the thylakoid membrane where the whole process of the light-dependent reaction takes place. This is the thylakoid membrane. This is the inside of the thylakoid, which is the lumen, and this is the outside, the part that we said was a cytoplasm liquid similar to cytoplasm, which is the stroma, the red part, and this is the lumen. And this would be the bottom part of the stack, right here. Oh, there's 4 steps that take place in the thylakoid during the light-dependent reaction of photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. Light-dependent reactions take place in thylakoid membranes. Photons from the sunlight used to split water manufacture ATP and reduce NADP+.
Photochemical reactions, chlorophyll activated reaction center gives up photoexcited electrons to electron acceptor.
Electrons transported along chain of electron acceptors in thylakoid membranes. Electrons reduce NADP+. Splitting of water provides some H+ that accumulates inside thylakoid space.
Chemiosmosis, H+ permitted to diffuse across the thylakoid membrane. Down there, granted, they cross the membrane through special channels and ATP synthesis complex energy released is used to produce ATP.
In order to understand this better, we are going to explain the whole light-dependent reaction process, step by step, by step, by step, by step,
By step,
by step.
by step, by step. The orange arrows indicate pathway of electrons along electron transport chain. In reaction process reaction process in the thylakoid membrane. Electron carriers within membrane become alternately reduced and oxidized as they accept and donate electrons. This is the first part right here, where the orange arrows indicate the pathway of electrons during the electron transport chain process. As it,
Energy released during electron transport is used to transport H plus from the stroma to the thylakoid lumen, where a high concentration of H plus accumulates.
H plus are prevented from diffusing back into stroma, except there's special channels in ATP synthesis is thylakoid membrane.
so in the first part was where the orange arrows indicate where the electron transport chain. This would be the electron transport chain. Electron carriers within membrane become alternately reduced and oxidized as they accept and donate electrons. Energy released during the electron transport is used to transport H plus from the stroma, which would be this part right here, to the lumen, to the thylakoid lumen, where high concentration, as you can see in the green and purple and blue, H pluses accumulates. H plus are prevented from diffusing back into the stroma, except through special channels in ATP synthase and thylakoid membrane. The third part would be right here. The H plus are prevented from coming back into the stroma through these special channels in ATP synthase that are located right here, which would be this one. H plus flows through the ATP synthase, generating ATP. So whenever it comes back through, it generates ATP, which is energy. So it can't go through back to the stroma except through these special channels. But when they do come into the stroma, since the concentration of H plus is greater out inside, then it would generate ATP through the ATP synthase. This would turn, and this would turn, which would produce the energy, ATP.
Well, that's what the light-dependent reaction of photosynthesis is. Any questions? No? Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Photosynthesis,
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
photosynthesis, photosynthesis, synthesis, photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis.